Welcome to Activity 5, Fill Right, by Step-by-Step Spreadsheet Activities for Microsoft Excel, created by Teacher Created Resources, Inc. In this activity, they will teach you how to copy a function or formula and paste it into additional cells in the same row using the Fill Right command in the spreadsheet. Please make sure you have this sheet in front of you. This is the sheet we will be using for today. Go ahead and launch Microsoft Excel and create a brand new workbook. We're going to go ahead and go File, New Workbook. And last time when we were in Excel, we went to Formulas and then we turned on the Show Formulas. Just make sure that is turned off. We will be going in there later. Make sure your Show Formula bar is still there, because if I turn it off, what happens is your formula bar disappears. So we want to make sure that is on. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to type in exactly what's on our paper. And you need to make sure you start in column B. So in column B, I'm going to go ahead and type in everything on my paper. Again, the shortcut is to push enter to move down to the next row in the same column. Okay, I'm going to come up here into cell C, column C, and type in the other one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start in column C, row 1, and I'm just going to read the numbers that we have. So in column B, we have 124, 6543, and 353. Column C, 421, 98,765, 543. Column D, 969, 74,353, and 876. Column E, 48, 9382, or 3323. The next thing we want to go ahead and do is we want to create a line along the bottom. Okay, the way we do that is we select those cells, go over here to this little box, and create the one, choose the one that has the line, okay, the thick bottom border. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to type in sum, S-U-M. We're going to select it. We're going to click bold. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to right justify it. So we're going to click this align text to the right. So yours should look exactly what's on my paper. So I selected the bottom row, went over to this little box right here and selected bottom border thick, bolded, and right justified my sum. And now what we're going to do is we're on step 3. Click cell B4, which is right here. We have it activated. We're going to type in equals B1 plus B2 plus B3. Enter. What would the function look like that produces the same answer? So if I wanted to write that in rather than equals B1 plus B2 plus B3, previously we used sum. What would that formula look like? Go ahead and take about 10 seconds and think about it and write that down. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the function that we would probably have there, or our formula, would be equals SUM parenthesis B1 colon B3. Okay, and see how that comes out with the same answer. I'm going to go ahead and delete that there. But that is the same formula that we could use. Save some time. rather than having to go through and type all of this up, we can use the fill right formula that we previously learned how to fill down. The same thing applies to fill right. So I select the cell that I have my formula in, make sure it has the thick bold outline, come over to the far right corner to where it's the solid cross, solid plus sign, click and drag all the way over. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to turn on our formulas. So once again, we're going to come over here to our formula bar. Okay, click on it. We're going to click over here to show. We're going to click on show formulas. And what happens is it then shows our formulas for us. So it shows equals B1 plus B2 plus B3. And the C column equals C1 plus C2 plus C3, etc., etc. Now, when you copy the formula equals B1 plus B2 plus B3, etc. from cell C4 and paste it into the C4, D4, and E4, the formula automatically adjusted itself based on the column numbers. Okay, what was entered in my columns in each cell automatically adjusted for us. And you're going to notice that because when we copied this, we filled right and we filled it all the way over, it automatically adjusted the columns we were in. So this one adjusted from our B column, of course, naturally, that's the one we had our formula in. When we copied it over and drug it over to the right, the C column and then changed, D column and then E column. So this activity is actually finished. It's quite simple. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to apply our header, footer actually. So we're going to go to View Header Footer. Click here as always. In the footer section down here where it says footer, we're going to click Customize Footer. We're going to type in Activity 5 and our names. Okay, so I have Activity 5, my first and last name. I'm going to click OK. Click OK again. Then we're going to go up to File, Save As Activity 5. My where I want to save to my documents or your metrics ID number, either way. We're going to click Save. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go over and review some of what we've learned today. So at the bottom of our sheet, question 1, what does the fill right command do? When we had a formula here and we clicked on it and drug it all the way over to the right, what did it do? Go ahead and take 10 seconds and answer that question. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And question 2, if you position the cursor in the lower right corner of cell A1 in this diagram and drag the cursor to cell D1, what would the contents of cell C1 be? So in cell A1, if I was to drag the fill right all the way over to cell D1, what would the contents in C1 be? Go ahead and take 5 seconds and answer this question. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, your activity is now complete. Please turn it in and have a great day.